Based on this thumbnail, I can tell this is gonna be a rough video to make. This is hard, dude, because Sean Davis is a good friend of mine and fellow Cariumo rider. And like, I've been wanting to make this video for a while, but I've been holding off, but it's gotta be done. I'm prefacing this by saying I do know Sean Davis personally. I can vouch for him that he is not as he is portrayed in this video. However, I will also very confidently say that he didn't look good in the Battle of the Berrics video. It was not a good image for him. He's not like that though, to my knowledge at least. So we're watching this.
It's something I would probably only do if it got
down to the point of me needing to do it. How many views this video had? 139,624 views. The original has 331,000. So this has half the views, more than half the views. More than half. I'm not very good at math.
And before it flips fully, my back foot kicks it back.
I've talked about this so much on stream.
It's a pressure flip, and before it flips fully, my back foot kicks it back. Before it flips fully, my
I've talked about this so much on stream, but it was like every single thing in the Battle of the Berrics video was just adding up. And that last trick was the nail in the coffin. This is a pressure flip, underflip, if you want to call it that. The board is flipping. The board is completely vertical. If his foot was not to flick it, it would do a pressure flip. His toe catches it and brings it back. It's a pressure flip underflip. It's just a pressure flip underflip.
Kicks it back.
Yeah, I mean that was a pressure flip underflip for sure. No, okay, so that right there. Like I said, the final trick was a nail in the coffin. We'll talk about that later. Let me just finish the video.
Probably only do if it got down to the point of needing to do it.
This video did him so dirty. The video did him so dirty. It was T to nothing. Yeah.
I'd probably only do if it got down to the point of needing to do it.
This is dirty, dude. Oh man. Honestly, okay, forgive my ignorance here. Sean Hover threw the flag in, but Sean Davis is the one that called the red flag, right? Is Sean Hover challenging it because he knows he's right, or?
That's not the angle. That's not the angle.
Look how close his toe was. You can't see it from this side. We need the other angle.
Look at that front foot. Come on. Tell me it didn't touch. Zoom in on that.
I don't think that touched.
It didn't touch.
It's really touched. I trust it. You don't think it touched? I trust it.
That was one of the other sus things. Like I said, everything added up to this game really pissing people off. It was Sean Davis's friends reffing it. And why challenge a trick when it's T to nothing?
Okay, I know it.
Oh, I guess it was S to T. Okay, my bad. Now that one. I can't with this editing.
Only do if it got down to the point of needing to do it.
See, okay, to be fair, you know, I will admit that it was not the best game. Whoever edited this video keeps throwing this in there. The score now was T to K. It wasn't T to nothing, although he tried it when it was T to nothing. Clearly, this video was edited to make Sean Davis look bad, but it does do a very good job of pointing out, you know, what was wrong with that game. Now, for the nitty gritty, we're doing the frame by frame playback. So the board pops like it would for a pressure flip. His front foot gets out of the way. Right there, that toe, right here. We can make a couple assumptions about this here toe, okay? If this toe were per se over there, as in it wasn't gonna hit the board would do a pressure flip. Therefore, making it a pressure flip underflip. But here's where things get cloudy. According here to the skateboarding wiki, an underflip would be a flip trick performed by flicking the skateboard from the underside of the skateboard. Oh, actually, if that's the case, then yeah, that was a pressure flip underflip. There's the board. The underside of the board would be the grip tape, and then he flicks it back, and it does an underflip. Here's my logic. This is probably gonna piss a lot of people off and a lot of people won't agree with this, but a frontside flip and a Muska flip, okay? This right here is a picture perfect frontside flip where it is caught a little bit over 90 degrees with that now front foot, bringing it around perfect. I actually wanna watch that again. That was beautiful. Pops it straight, brings the board around. It's not flipping vertically. That one he caught a little bit more than 90 and then bring it around. That's a beautiful frontside flip. Picture perfect, right? There, okay, I found one. It took me a while to find one online. See how, okay, watch. He does, it's literally a hard flip 180. Okay, but he doesn't even have to land it, but look at this. See how the board flips vertically and he turns with it? So it's like a hard flip sex change as opposed to a frontside flip, but realistically, it's doing a frontside kickflip, like a frontside 180 kickflip, and your body's going with it. So it's the same trick. The reason I brought that up, and the reason this is probably gonna piss some people off, is because while I do think that Sean Davis's trick was a pressure flip underflip, I also think that Sean Hover should be able to do a pop shove it and have it count. Muska flip, frontside flip, same trick, different executions, different style. Pressure flip underflip, pop shove it. Same rotation, same board rotation, just a different way of doing it. And I think that it's like split 50-50 on people that agree with me, people that disagree with me. So that's why that's a little bit of a controversial assumption there, but see that, realistically, that should have counted. If he had popped that, that should have counted. See what I mean? Like, exactly what the text is saying is it is a pop shove. It's just a different way of doing it.
I don't know, man.
And then that right there, because I watched the Battle of the Berrics video and I was like, dude, that is not the Sean Davis I know. And I think it was chalked up to the editing. But then again, what do I know, you know? Sean Hover asks, do you underflip it with your back foot midair?
I don't know, man. Demonstrate that.
Like, that was just so painful to watch.
I don't know, man.
And like, I wasn't there. So it's like my only basis of going from this game is the video. I can't vouch for like, that would have counted 100% if he landed that. That should have counted. Also should have counted if he rolled away from that. That should have been good. He should have been allowed to do a pop shove it, in my opinion.
Good game, bro. Good game. Look at that front foot. Come on. Didn't touch. I don't know, man. Look at that front foot. Come on.
It's the reason that I wanted to watch this video is because it really does do a good job. As like much of a parody video it is, making Sean Davis look bad, it does a really good job of pointing out exactly what was wrong with the game. To my knowledge, that is the only battle at the Berrics in history to have more dislikes than likes, and kind of by a lot too. 12,000 dislikes, 8,700 likes. When asked for an explanation, I don't know, dude, kind of was the cherry on the bad sport cake. A lot of people were asking for redos, and they did a redo. They did a rematch, and they did a rematch, a tiebreaker. First time a game of Battle of Berrics skate left me with a bad feeling. Shout out to Sean Hover for being a good sport either way at the end. So my guy does a 3 shove and says an impossible. Then he has a heel drag and gets a pass. Then goes full Karen on the switch tray and acts like a douche for the final trick. Great game, Sean. Sean's a kook, acted like a Chad the entire time. Then when the opponent asks for an explanation of the trick, just tells him, I don't know, man, and walks away. That's the type of stuff, jock stuff needs to stay out of skating. And like, that's why it was so weird for me, because like we watched this video on stream, we talked about it on stream, and like I said, Sean Davis has been nothing. Sean Davis was the first person on the Karayuma team when I first officially got on the team that went out of his way to say what's up, introduce himself. Like, Sean has been such a kind soul to me, and then watching this I was like, dude, that is not the Sean Davis that I know. And it's so weird. We need less people like Sean in skateboarding, no longer Sean Davis. Like, Sean was getting torn apart in the comments, and that's why it's like, was the rematch to please the viewers, or was the rematch like damage control? And then I think the tiebreaker was good damage control, you know?
All right, see what happens when I fucking leave town. There isn't I don't know, man. Heard around the fucking world.
Heard it from Chicago.
See, Berrics did a really good job with this video. It was a very good way to restore Sean's image and portray him the way that he should be portrayed, the way that he is, while also making entertaining video content out of it and having a good game of skate.
I'm a dad. I live in Chicago where my son lives. I go, it's my son's birthday. I'm in Chicago.
Poor Steve, dude.
and
Steve's just
all of a
fucking
sudden, I start
happy
getting all
birthday-ing
these
his son.
messages. I've been summoned back here because
I'm assuming
we
you've
have
all
a thing,
seen this
and we're
already,
gonna
but
do
I just
it.
want to go through it.
Rochambeau.
Hey, dude, whoa. What's that on your grip tape, dude? You got a little something right there. Like,
See, like, stuff like this is what... The skateboarding's supposed to be fun, dude, and I was talking about this on stream. It's so weird with such a serious competition such as Battle of the Berrics, but also combining it with skateboarding. Like, a lot of people get too caught up in the competitiveness, and a lot of people don't take it serious enough. So it's so weird. I think Berrics did a good job with this rematch. Finding the balance between humor and actually, you know, caring about the game. That was a really good rematch, dude. It was a full 10-minute video. That was sick. You know, they did a really good job showing the sportsmanship in the rematch video, like showing how Sean Davis actually is. Sean Hover's a really dope guy too. I met him for the first time the other day and he's super sick. Dude, these skate informant videos are funny. I haven't seen this one yet.
And we're live once again.
This is the dude? This is the dude that made the clown video? I did not know. I don't know what I expected.
Career as one of the most disliked guys in the world.
One of the most disliked guys in the world? Dude, I had no idea. So many people were making videos about the Sean Davis game of skate. Holy shit. Also, what is this thumbnail? This looks like 2016 skate YouTuber thumbnail. It's the Berrics video. There's the game of skate. There's the rematch, and then there's the rematch, also known as the tiebreaker. This video is good. I still think the entire thing is scripted. I don't know for a fact. That's just a little conspiracy I have. Obviously, the ending is, but poor Steve. He's just trying to live his life in Chicago, bro, and all this Sean versus Sean drama, he keeps getting brought back up. I don't want to watch this whole video, but can we just appreciate that trick? That was a... What are you doing? So what's that? A fakey bigger... Or fakey big gazelle, what do they call it? Caballerial bigger, I can't even say it. Caballerial bigger spin double kickflip. Sean Hover is good, dude.
This This is my Olympics.
Sean Hofer's I mean, they're both good skateboarders. And then there's the ending. The ending's dumb, but it's what it should be. It reminds me of like Pornhub acting. It really reminds me of like a really shittily choreographed porn video.
We each won one. We each lost one.
But I think, like I said, they did a really good job damage control. They took a really shitty situation where they made a good person look like a bad person. And again, there's still going to be people out there that really don't like Sean Davis because of this, and that's unfortunate. I always, I tell myself to never judge someone unless you've met them personally, which is part of the only reason I'm saying Sean Davis is a good person, because I do know him personally. I can vouch for that. Video 1, bad. Did not look good for Sean. Sean looked like an absolute douchebag jock, terrible person, really. Video 2 was good. It was a really good game of skate altogether, and then I think realistically, I think a lot of people were happy that Sean Hofer won, but it was a fair and square game, And then video 3 is just making humor of the situation, and like at the end of the day, it is spreading the message that like skateboarding is all fun and games. Like you don't gotta ruin someone's life and like give them death threats for a game of skate. You know what I mean?
We each got each other to see. Now let's ride off into the sunset.
Hello? Yeah, ride off into the sunset like a cowboy, like a cowgirl. I don't think anyone's gonna like this. You thought they hated you 2 weeks ago. Wait till they
See what I mean? It was well done.
Fly back and do a 4th round? I don't think so. I feel like I just
I wonder if they're gonna do a 4th one. All the comments too actually understand it too. Damn, this was actually a really good game. Even better, they're just competing for street cred. I don't think this whole ordeal could have concluded in a better way. So happy to see things ended up so dope between these two. Also one of the nastiest games this kid I've ever watched. So yeah, it really does have that happy ending that they both deserve. This was perfect. The game was super clean, super competitive, and ended on a good statement. I think it was, you know what, Berrics and Sean Davis and Sean Hofer, well done. You took a bad situation and you made it good. I am a fan. I guess that's it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I'm really curious to see, because either this video is gonna get, it's gonna do normal and people are gonna be like, yeah, you know what, you're right. Or I don't know if people still hate Sean Davis. They're gonna come on this video being like, so I want to find out, but I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.